Indeed, we've been very blessed to have Louise Carver as our guest artist this morning. Of course, a legendary and iconic South African voice that we all know and love so much. And of course, exciting news from her world is the fact that she's now released her 6th studio album, which is now available online and will be in stores next week. It's called Hanging in the Void, right?
Yeah.
Hanging in the Void. Tell me about this album. Who did you work with on this album? What was the inspiration behind it? Earlier on, we heard you covering Baby as a song that you heard when you were in a particular kind of emotional state or influence, and you decided to cover it. Tell me more about the music.
Well, the album Hanging in the Void, I heard that term, which describes the feeling that astronauts get when they leave the Earth for the first time and they look down on our planet and see how small we are in comparison to the universe as a whole, and how we shouldn't be thinking about nations but as our world as one. And I felt that about this album. It was a very important time in my life, a lot of pain and a lot of joy, and I wanted the songs to speak for themselves. I didn't want them to be overproduced, and I chose Mark Beeling, who is from the band Mean Mr. Mustard. He's a fantastic producer, and he knows and understands how to not complicate things so that the lyrics and the melody can come through without being overcrowded. And I wanted to make an album I could tour with and connect with people on a South African level and on a global level.
Yeah.
So that's what I've done.
You speak about a time of pain, a time of emotion, of joy, and all these different kinds of things that were happening in your life at the time. When you perform these songs as an artist on stage and you go through the lyric, obviously you're very heartfelt. Is it a therapeutic thing for you? Does it allow you to kind of relive those moments, make peace with them? Why do you choose to put these kinds of emotions and the experiences that you went through into lyric? I
can't help it. I've always done it. So I suppose if I didn't do it, I don't know, I'd be in a mental institution. I don't know. I have so much feeling that I need to get it out of me. And once it's out of me and then it goes through the production stage, I feel then it's now other people's. It's not mine anymore. It was mine in the beginning. And now when I sing, it's my way of hopefully healing.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's how I feel.
Yeah, and this morning I was very surprised when I was in the dressing room. I heard neon, 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 neon. Obviously a couple of octaves higher. And I asked, who's that? And it's Louise Carver. You are one of the first people and artists that we have here that I've heard warm up their voice. Do you still take this as seriously as you did from day one?
Absolutely. It's a respect thing. I'm coming on your show. People are listening. I have to respect my craft and always do my best. And sometimes you just can't, but you at least can do your warm-up as a sign of respect. Yeah, and we respect you and love you very much. Thank you very much for being on the show. What are you performing for us to close off the show? I'm performing my brand new single, Lift Off, which is about picking yourself up after you've been on the floor and moving forward into an energy of courage instead of despair.
All right, make it happen.
Something inside me holds my head up high, even though the chips are down. Something inside me pulls me off the ground, even though my heart is low. But when it's my time to rise, I'm gonna dig deep inside. And when it's my time to pick myself up, dust it all off, gonna feel the skies. So please make it okay, make it alright, and please give me lift off so I can see. Something inside me tells me not so long, but the day always comes. Something inside me tells me to be strong. Everyone can fall apart, but when it's my time to rise, I'm gonna dig deep inside. And when it's my time to pick myself up, dust it all off, gonna feel the So please make it okay, make it alright, and please give me lift off so I can see. When it's my time to rise, I'm gonna dig deep inside. And when it's my time to pick myself up, dust it all off, gonna fill the skies. So please make it okay, make it
Another feel-good production.